All right, welcome back, everybody. So today we got some interesting news on the AOZ, and I'm going to be going over my build a little bit so that you guys can start playing around with it while I'm creating the actual 100% build guide on how to play this and all the gear and aspects and uniques and Paragon Board and glyphs and everything you need in order to make this build work the way it does. So today in the AOZ, we had a campfire chat and they showed us some runs with their ball lightning swords. They did a tier 1 and a tier 10. The ball lightning swords did not do so well in the tier 10, but they did not have their glyph leveled or even slotted in at this point, so we will have a lot of damage scaling to go with this. I think, judging by the amount of damage they were doing and the amount of damage the monsters were doing, we will be pretty strong with this build going into AOZ. We're going to be clearing the maps very fast. We're going to be doing lots of damage to everybody, and we won't be taking a lot of damage. When we get to the Bloodseekers, we're going to have a better opportunity to kill them than a single target boss. So I'm very highly anticipating this build being good. So we'll quickly go over all the aspects. You can just pause the video where you guys want to see the gear for any more information. I'm just going to quickly scroll through them all, give a quick rundown of what's in it, and we'll do a quick tier 100 run for you guys to see. So right now we're running Disobedience in the helmet. We're running the Blood Artisan's cuirass. We're running Gore Quills in the gloves. We're running Tybalt's Will or Temerity. If we're trying to get some overshield and tankier, we run Temerity. Tybalt's Wills for damage. Flicker Step. We got Ossified Essence Key Passive in the wand. We got the Blood Wave fires 2 additional waves in the focus. We usually run Ring of Sacrilegious right there. We're running Blood Orbs reduce our cooldown, and we're running the Corpse Tendrils giving us extra crit and damage. For the Paragon board, I'll quickly go over each board and what glyphs socketed in it. So we're starting off with the Blood Drinker in the beginning board. In the Bone Graft board, we're running the Essence glyph. In the Scent of Death board, we're running the Undaunted glyph. In the Flesh Eater board, we're running the Control glyph. And in the Bloodbath board, we're running the Territorial glyph. This board might be a little bit subject to change, as there's a few tweaks I'd like to make to it, but everything will be updated 100% in the build guide that I create. In my build guide coming out, please like and subscribe, and we'll get right into the tier 100 here. I suppose we can go over the vampiric powers too. They're pretty self-explanatory. What you think would probably go in there is what's going in there, but we'll go over them quick. We got Ravenous, Metamorphosis, Prey of the Weak, Sanguine Brace, and Anticipation. Pretty standard for this type of build. Every one of those vampiric helps a ton and creates this build to be what it is. So we're not going to just zoom through this and try to get to the boss right away. We're going to kill everything on the way, because that's what we're going to have to do in the AOZ. So we're going to try to mimic as much as possible how the AOZ is going to look. If it turns out to be faster to hunt out all the elite mobs and kill them, this build is very good for bypassing all the smaller mobs. You can just dash through everything, continually ulting and just keep dashing and healing. So we have ways to speed run through the AOZ if we need to find bigger mobs to kill, or we can just sit here and slowly work everything down. Just realized I'm not running Corpse Explosion. I always do this on this map. There's that little crevice at the bottom that I always bypass. We need to use the blood mist to get some corpse tendrils to grab everything inside this bubble. Bubbles are sometimes a pain. I tried to create a bunch of blood orbs before going into the I tried to create a bunch of blood orbs before going into the bubble, and that allows me to have some shotgun potential, so when I'm inside the bubble I can just get all the healing and the bone spirits out that I need to do the damage. Here's some blood seekers right now. Just like the AOZ. So this is exactly what's gonna happen in the AOZ. And we're just gonna have to try to create as many blood waves as possible to keep the blood orbs up, or else we are gonna die. If I'm not healing, we're not surviving. But we should be able to take through this mess. But as you can see, these blood seekers are definitely no joke. And if you die once in the AOZ, it's all over. And I'm guessing that the blood seekers are gonna vary on which ones you get, and sometimes there's gonna be some tougher ones, because they do mimic characters in Diablo 4. And I'm not sure what builds they're all running, but some of them seem to hit a lot harder than others and harder to deal with. Some have healing. Pretty sure the Necros, the blood Necros, have healing of some sort. But we were able to take out those tier 100 blood seekers, so there is promise for this build. I think that's still better situation than a boss, but they're gonna probably put out a lot more damage, those blood seekers, so it'll be very interesting to see how this build performs, and we might have to figure out some ways to kill those blood seekers at the end. I'm not too worried about the dungeon aspect. I think we'll kill all the monsters easier. The more monsters there are, the tankier they are, the more blood orbs we'll create and more damage we'll produce. I'm not too worried about the damage for the mobs. It's the bossing that is going to be tough. And just keeping our blood orbs up, because as soon as our blood orbs are gone, we're going to start falling very fast. Always have such a hard time finding these bodies. Not bad for a tier 100. I think we'll have a lot of promise in the AOZ. I hope this helps you understand the build a little better and create it while I'm creating the build guide. Hope you guys have a lot of fun with this, and if you want to follow and subscribe so you can keep up to date with what I'm coming up with this build and any changes, I will have a link to the build planner in the description for you guys, and I went over a little bit of the gear, so I hope that helps. Build guide is coming out, and I hope you guys have a great evening or night wherever you are, and see you next time.